What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sandy De Jesus. Been creating for the past 6 years, competing with a ton of great creators in New York City, learning a lot, but also working with a ton of big brands like Gary Vaynerchuk, Jennifer Lopez, the Giants. The list goes on and on and on. Today, I'm going to be talking about something very passionate to me because on top of doing all these incredible things, I also am a self-taught entrepreneur. And one of the benefits is that I stay up to date on a lot of what it is that we know we have to compete with. One of the things being the metaverse, and I want to fill you guys in on what I've researched. So today we're talking about why the metaverse is already here and my guess on the future. The reason why I think the metaverse is already here and why I think it's going to consume the world, I feel like a lot of people may still think that it's a fad, and so I want to address that. The masses hate discomfort. Have you guys seen the movie WALL-E, right? Like that is exactly what's going to happen, right? There's a reason why Tinder exists. There is a reason why, Uber exists. There's a reason why YouTube exists, right? Like nobody wants to go to the library and spend, hours sifting through books, right? Like much rather, seek the comfort. And so that's what's happening with the masses altogether. The metaverse is already here because the metaverse with technology is only improving our kind of, the distance between our discomfort and our solutions. Because if you think about, the Oculus, if you think about our phones, if you think about kind of like, that whole vibe when you walk into like a New York City train and everybody's on their phone, the proof is already here. And I think that's why Mark Zuckerberg took such a heavy bet on changing, the company name to Meta. He understands that, people will seek comfort in every avenue of their lives, and the technology will only make that easier for them. The metaverse is already here because it's already a proven fact. It's already a proven fact. And so as long as the technology keeps getting easier, lighter weight, better quality, more immersive, right? Like there's technology coming out all the time, putting us into the technology. The metaverse is not going anywhere because people will want these things to be easier. They want to avoid discomfort. They don't want to make eye contact. They don't want to go outside and socialize. And so, we're just feeding into what it is that we are already knowing about ourselves, which is we hate discomfort. Number two, why I think the metaverse is already here is because the metaverse is just an adult name of the internet. People talk about Web 3.0 and what it is and yada, 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 but Web 3.0 quite literally is just an updated version of Web 2. So Web 2 is just really the internet. I think a lot of people think that it's weird, the VR stuff, but like we've already seen all these businesses taking calls on the VR headsets, right? Like when the world shut down for the pandemic and we all hopped on Zoom, what do you think is gonna happen when like you can see and / connect with any executive in your company via a headset? It's going to be a lot more immersive. It's going to be a lot more fun. You can do it from your home. You don't need to put on any clothes at that point, right? You can just put on a headset and they'll see you with like a 9-piece suit on. And so I think the metaverse is really just an upgrade of the technology. It's an upgrade of the space, which is so weird to kind of fathom. It's a technology that exists only digitally. It's so weird, but NFTs are a real thing. Digital assets are a real thing. It's just an upgrade of like the Instagram badge, right? Like we all want more followers, and all that really is just a number next to our name, and that influencer badge is just a badge next to our name, but it proves something, and it proves that humans are willing to stand out and look better regardless of whether or not it's physical, because our brain does not know the difference between real and not real, right? Like that's why meditation is such a big thing, and it's all just proving just more and more and more why the metaverse is going to take over our lives. And number three, going to be a little controversial. It will have more positive than negative education and connection. If you guys haven't already, I highly suggest you guys watch or read the books Ready Player One and Ready Player Two. It breaks down into detail where this whole thing is going. If you think about, the education standard across cities and budgets and textbooks and all these different things, think about if your kids could go to school with a VR headset, right? If they could be engaged, not just with like boring books and boring tests and all these different things. Imagine a test was 3D. I, for one, always enjoyed a physical class more than just a sit down and study class. And I always felt myself learning more from physical activities. That is exactly what's going to happen to the education in this world when we introduce the metaverse and its technology. In Ready Player One, not to give out any spoilers, but the main character is the only reason why he has a VR headset is because he was given it for free by his state, to go to school. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen to a lot of kids, and I think it'll be an overall positive. I think kids will learn a lot faster through kind of video games, these VR headsets. I mean, it's already been proven, right? I myself learned leadership through video games. As funny as that is, I learned it on Call of Duty. I learned how to step up because I hated losing, and I didn't care about being the shy young kid. I just wanted to step up and perform for my team. It taught me confidence, it taught me leadership, and I think it's also going to teach us connection. I connected with so many different people across all over the world because of video games. And so when we think about things like racism, bullying, all these different things, there are so many movies that have come out through Disney that kind of bridge that problem and try to address that problem with these kind of like visual kind of like presentations. And I think the metaverse will also address these problems. It'll help kids and people understand that like these differences that we have as human beings aren't really differences. They're just details. And I think we're all the same, and I think the metaverse will definitely solve that. No real tips on this one because it's all really just opinion based. If you guys have any opinions, and I would love to talk more about this, so drop them down in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed this video and want to hear more, make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.